Okay. Advances in biology, neurology, all this stuff leads us to basically end resulting beliefs. Okay. We form a religious model. We have psychology, adaptability, population sustainers, social cultural mechanisms, and they all interlink together. Okay? Religious upon grows belief conditioning, rituals accepted, become accepted. You have the founding belief. Okay? Belief 2 forms. Okay? Belief 1 is dependent upon belief 2. They're interdependent. Okay? This one helps in this region, focusing on these two. The closer it is to this one, etc., etc. That's how the model works. When you're close to this one assists, and so on and so forth. It's actually based off of one religion in particular. You have 3, 4, and 5, which are interdependent on 1. Okay, these are all base mechanisms that help with those specific needs in the society. Now, what happens when new information comes in? Belief 1 is dependent on belief 2. What would happen if belief 2 disappeared? Should new information come through, belief 2 fails. Well, 3, 4, and 5 are dependent on belief 1. Belief 1 is dependent on belief 2. Does anyone know any religion, we mentioned one today, that has had one of its mechanisms, its founding core beliefs, completely removed by science? Christianity.
Would that be an example?
There was no founding male or female. Evolutionary science has proven that there's never been a single man or a single woman. So therefore, the apple thing doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
The need for original sin is gone, and the entire mechanism dependent upon that belief fades away.
That's why they turned it into a metaphor instead.
Exactly. That's when you rationalize. Okay? I'm just going to go through this really quickly. Really bad at this. Okay, you have dissolve, once the model fractures, you have dissolved with culture. Okay, the religion can dissolve with culture. The culture will fracture, and everything just kind of disappears. Norse mythology, Olympus mythos, those are examples of the dissolving of the culture. Okay, the Vikings, their culture basically dissolved when the Norse mythology dissolved with it. Okay, they reformed their culture around Christianity in those tenets. Generate sustainers, stability mechanisms. We're going to rationalize why this is occurring. Outmoded beliefs rationalized as metaforms or allergies, cognitive biases formed, cognitive dissonance, creationists, things like that. That's how we get out of that. Information suppression enacted. Okay, faulty mechanism completely removed. Okay, forming a new branch. All right, which is basically them saying, you know what, this didn't really happen. This doesn't exist anymore. We're kind of kicking this out of the system. And you have violent suppression, the Inquisition, preventing an attempt to prevent new information from spreading. New models form. All outdated information is completely removed from the system. Only function systems within models are maintained or kept up, like the transition of Hinduism to Buddhism. When Buddhism came around, Hinduism had already been around for centuries. However, a lot of the things in the Hinduism beliefs were outmoded. All the beliefs, they were outdated. People just wasn't functioning very well. They needed a different system. Whether or not Buddha actually existed, yeah, it's up for debate. But the point being is that at the time when Buddhism was created, they removed all the outdated principles that people believed were true and replaced them with new ones that function properly. Same thing happens with like Henry VIII, Protestants, and all that other stuff.
Didn't Buddhism though start in like northern India and not actually catch on there for very long? Move like throughout Asia.
Well, and there's evidence of it in cultural contamination of it moving to the Middle East, to Roman era, and throughout the because of the in northern India, was part of that main trade route between China.
Right, the Silk Road.
Yeah. So you have that. Any things? Keep it blind. Keep it blind, keep it stupid, like don't look away, don't pay attention. But that's it.
That was Dr. Pujo, wasn't it?
Oh yes, quite so. Actually, it's actually for a doctor